On or around the 21st of June in the Northern Hemisphere, the sun reaches its highest point in the sky as it is the furthest away from the equator. It is the longest longest amount of daylight really, known as the Summer Solstice. Solstice is derived from the Latin word sol, meaning sun, and sistere, to stand still. At this point of the year, the seasonal movement of the sun's daily path, as seen from Earth, pauses in its northern limit before reversing direction. Since prehistoric times, the solstice has been marked as a significant time of year by many cultures. Rituals and festivals do vary amongst the places around the world, such as some mark it as the beginning of summer, whereas others see it as midsummer. This may be due to where you are in the world in relation to the sun. The Earth is not actually spinning on a vertical axis, as it is tilted, so the amount of sunlight that reaches different regions of the Earth changes during the year as it orbits the sun. Around the time of the summer solstice, areas of Norway, Finland, Greenland, Alaska, and other polar regions experience midnight sun. In the Arctic Circle, the sun does not set at all. On this day, many will gather at sacred ancient sites to celebrate. One such place in England, UK, is Stonehenge, built around 4,000 years ago. It is thought to be used by the ancient Britons for religious ceremony. Indeed, on the summer solstice at Stonehenge, the central altar aligns with the hill stone, the slaughter stone, and the rising sun to the north and the east. In ancient times, the summer solstice was a fire festival of great importance, when the burning of balefires richly strengthened the sun. It was often marked with torchlight processions by flaming tar barrels or by wheels bound with straw, which were set alight and rolled down steep hillsides. The Norse especially loved lengthy processions and would gather together their animals, families, and lit torches and parade through the countryside to the celebration site. In more modern times, some call this festival Litha. However, this is more of an association rather than having any historical context to it. Whatever one likes to call it, it is still a fire festival. It is believed that the fire could drive out evil to bring fertility and prosperity to all man. Crops and herds were also protected. Blazing gauze or furs was carried round cattle to prevent disease and misfortune, while people would dance around balefires or leap through the flames as purifying or strengthening rite. The Celts would light balefires all over their lands from sunset the night before midsummer until sunset the next day. We can now see that crops are in full growth. They are reaching the pinnacles of maturity and coming closer to the harvest time. This is a significant marker point in the year as a sort of agricultural calendar. Bees have been making their honey, and the midsummer's full moon is known as the honeymoon in the United Kingdom, for the mead made from the honey is now available. Mead is regarded as the divine solar drink with magical and life-restoring properties. In more modern times, some gatherings reenact the battle of the Holly and the Oak King. The kings fight at solstice and the Holly King wins to take control of the sun. But that story is a Mattanory for another time. So today there are many things you could do to mark the occasion. You may want to light a balefire for yourself, or a candle as a symbol of the sun. Maybe drink some mead and watch the sunrise in a special place, or just enjoy the long hours of daylight. The hottest day of the summer will still lie ahead. From this point onward, we enter the waning year, and each day the sun will recede from the skies a little earlier until Yule, when the days begin to become longer again. Whatever you do or do not do on this special day, I wish you love, light, and all the healing energies you need to get from our amazing sun.